One more dachi.
Na boko de.
Dachi. Onyako pound me hoye. Ma me fa kwans na menchia the New Patriotic Party. So far things Libya goes smoothly and we are hoping say train January. Na be hwede nipa obedi anim kan ma Nyakopon Yadma 2028 election. Obedi anim akwaje 2 million free NDC nsem amaye.
Okay.
I mean for kwans na menchia the New Patriotic Party or Banda constituency. So far I think say I'm for such a trumuti on some contested. I mean the incumbent way a friend is saying peace, you know.
But Banda hono there's nipa ba ku na wuri.
Yes. I think say reports na banner. I think the BBC AC hono last 2 years or so. Yeah. And I think it was quite unfortunate, which I don't want to even mention that one at the first place. But that in somehow to be frank, that you want me say so o mind bia betu mpon a ehwehwemu abana daddy ban hu say ejina eye education so adisua but edu baby a say o hwe research amanfo aye e wa aman mu nyina no ehwehemu be daddy say aman a o mo na ni nko research and innovation hono enya de betu mpon and as a research and development depending on your educational background. Ghana has say that's me no ka say. Say on my opinion be na aban bi aba. O make sure say every year bia omo a omo ye graduate student e wo Ghana has say no. Oman no e ma no sika kakra e ma omo dey research. Defend bursary. And then so far as we student, graduate student our research nko ade. Oman no most come out yes idea no those things can be a range from just 400 Ghana cedis 450 Ghana cedis to 900 Ghana cedis depending on the specific course and so sure that obeka se benyes ka bia but that say obi ntumago eye obi ade papa and ewiase we say wo ya research Ghana hanoma and ebia sabi ujo bia free bibia scout bibu fear. Then that's where you understand what I'm talking about. So that's the so addition for us. More two coin. Ebia obedu so obedu data, but for car, book or costume, or book or or ministries. In and out, no. So that's car crack and abandon at the toe, Emma. Now, o check here. Abra NPP aban also. Last year, government in 8 years says can Emma addition for you now. NDC aban eba so 2024-2025 academic year ameno ka say akwawie ama even kwampo no omo abia montima wi na age extension enso meno ka say dache edusuafo research this year no aban no emfa bezu ni emma any student across the universities in this country
in 2024-2025 academic year are over.
Yeah.
And is it paid after the academic year echo and end? And as much as saying,
you try every year be a with your mouth. Say over start year because they know say at the end of the day no one obako field ako quality data. So what I say. And then na ban the so asen kakra. Because that me kwa asem we eba my attention when Abraham me and my colleague bako e friend me say oh chale okoji data baby bad the sika asapeka iskako. That was when it drew my attention. And me nim ni entia grassak. Eti ho a omuntimi enka ehwo hwe. Me mpese be ka se ebia de etete na ye no kra se grassak for no empenyifo na leaders na omo eti akonya so sabe. Ye eti se yese omo align to NDC government. Anything omuntimi nka ho hwe. Last year me see every delay kakrampo no delay no. These same leaders in every year press conference. Every government say ombra emetua ye fene say students no sika ma on bursary mom. And the government no kwa hokwa ono ka say o cheche mu de see entina a delay. So that me say me no ka say the academic year no I ended more than 2 months ago to 3 months in. Government no abunu ne guso onfa enye hwe. Enti e besere NDC aban. Sabi you see so ube dia you inherit liability and at the same time profit or whatever as well. So what ba Nice my national sir. Education yes no. We betin be bia your politics. But when it come to education, more among fa sasam na emma ho. Among for ehun e chiro students pesika sabi or the be froka akọ data our field. But onya sa ekwenyan esan say sika no say e wo hin o say akodi obi botomu say akoye den so far yenim didache me fa wakwenyan so wo fidie so ama eye aka che roger me say no free anda onwa ka che president his excellency John Dramani Mahama say sika na yesa nkodema researchers no still yensa enkan into onye na oyede on lizi ade ma yesre na.
Okay, Roger,
that's morning apomwe
na me adomo down so
nyankopon adom ye hwe the way a oman Ghana esi ekona na hu the commitment of his excellency the president John Dramani Mahama and ohwe nyama odi tutu akwem to make sure say oman Ghana be restore the integrity and dignity when it comes to the international space na any monetary policies ni physical policies ni the discipline government ni to akwemu a meka say oman Ghana mu eko boko na dachi won nansia na ye ka say CD ne di 60 years na ohwe one significant thing since Jandam foi I mean the Atasa Republic Eddie redenomination ebe dada ye say the value is the same of which it wasn't true impoverishing many no now since those time the city never appreciated or got stabilized. But first time in Ghana's history, city no over a period attaining a tremendous growth and strength now. We will say kudos to the current management. Now, Osha transformation in Ghana's economy and magic because the MPP is still sleeping and hovering in a 9-day wonder, thinking it is a miraculous transformation. They can attribute it to some magical, it is management, it is not magic. The economic transformation of this country is management, and yet magic, because the international community, IMF, are congratulating the governments and then the leaders on how disciplined they have been with the financial space. Now, Maminfa kwenye so enchia his excellency the president John Dramani Mahama na mincha na bedreche Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajiman na me bo Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajiman din all the time and me niaje because I feel say in the space of politics Ghana I very entertaining and then encouraging for women to occupy such space in Ghana's political history. And this is a clear indication that in the near future we will have women going higher and higher and higher. And I promote and then I always project female leadership. What I say? Into no mamisa so enchia appointees nina omudi aban ejumenim making sure say aban be fan into mapa Efra the other man na Honorable Julius Debra chief of staff. Mami Mbona Baso for doing a very good and wonderful job coordinating and making sure say all agencies are living up to tax and expectation. Now I mean saying enchia me and papa num the Ahoy brothers enchia stroko so nkoma kwesi Ahoy Ghana power no so nkoda Serbia no on Ghana embassy was Serbia no the ambassador of Ghana was Serbia then mean to me from anunsi was I mean the strategic tactician Bakura Oma MPP for Ensum Etwa Kasabi wa almost says a Kramabo Fuma Onya Yemtuo ye party chairman the General Mosquito Opejan inside the 20 many and MPP for Yemu Tromo Omonya Yemtuo Precope. The dream that MPP were having in us politically they want to become genius, no? I said look at here is the future dream of the MPP. Oh master. Oh Kasami oh I do enough MPP boy I mean they be up person interject. Oh no the strategic tactician. Nidi ankasa Honorable Johnson Asedu Inkatia. Honorable Johnson Asedu Inkatia.
Nanka, I wanted to clarify this.
Mami Kabibi, please the best. Wait.
And he's confirmed to me.
Mami Kabibi Bezri. I was a Grassak president.
Okay.
Pass a anything. Now I am in Jandam when it comes to the educational discourse. Meanwhile, we are a researcher, so I don't expect you. See, when it comes to education, don't pollute it. Wait. The only thing that I want us not to venture in, especially when it comes to the student Home of Affairs and the activities. See, when APP was in government, do you know how we fought for bursary? Last year, do you know how we fought for bursary? No, please don't. I may indict people in place of authority when it comes to this. Someone tell me, what's that say? Last year, time when I on your bursary. Only letters I issue here. Only how I come for it. Last 2 years, only how I fighting for it, Amber. Only schools are when you're even as at now, I can say last year, Ghana Telecom for your model. Last year, Umanya. Yeah, can also MPP. Master, you are a gentleman. Please don't go there. Now,
what I can say, I try now. Me, Grassa president, now me as we speak, he's on another network or discussing the
same issue there. Good.
And then he's indicated to me, he said, only to me in Kasa because he's on another network. If not, Anka only in Kasa.
Sure.
So he's admitted that yes, he is PI. But he said, the message I was sending me or say, let me just read verbatim. Or say, yes, Nana, I admit it is same. It has not been paid. But we are working. In fact, we had a meeting with the minister yesterday, and then the assurance is that by the end of this month, we will receive SIP.
So that Asama, a year Roger to our case here. Send me a jandam. Asama going to say, wait. But once I buy on. Me catch us and me say last year, even if you
we fought it. Last 2 years we fought
on
it.
Time.
Last 2 years was not paid. Last 2 years was not paid. Last 3 years was not paid. I said last 2 years was not paid. Last 3 years was not paid. We fought it last year. We fought it last year.
And no club in the room. One year meeting. When that bang. Committee cable more ready just on my meeting with the minister. So what no, if something
Grassa president have you reached out to your Grassa president?
You have to bring it out.
Have you reached out to your Grassa president?
You see, it's better you will listen to it and go ahead.
Have you reached out to your Grassa president? MPP and Jandam, I said 5 and 6. MPP and Jandam, I said 5 and 6.
Speaker condemned the alleged involvement of an MP in the attack of NIMOS official. Vows Parliament will not shield wrongdoers. Speaker of Parliament, the update is the member of Parliament was arraigned before a court of competent jurisdiction. Yeah. He had been granted a bill of 150,000 with a surety.
Yes.
Say investigation, by investigation.
150,000 Ghana cedis.
With a surety, yes.
Daje. Onim bibi. Honorable Ebenezer Kwaku Ado. Meboa. A Sotifi North MP.
MP, yes.
To be frank, Sabra me no say. They expected 2 things. The first one, I say, Onangasa and resigning as member of Parliament. 2, and I say NDC government, as I say, Onangasa so disowning us belonging to the party. So many to party. You see that the title honorable no, and also and now so kwa. So we check your constitution that before you be district and answer constituency at least sa encrophone more and the population within that enclave should be not less than 65,000 for district. And municipality I think it's more than 95,000 or so if I might set me right. Say Sandy Padomo nyina na so mu nyina pa ko pese say wo na say ko see anam Parliament, and your core responsibility is to represent the people. That's the first core mandate of every parliamentarian. And sana aba enacting laws. Say we obi a you can't be as say akoko very saying awo na we akọ ni abo. Esan say we awo onimjo onim krum. But Se komani ekwe the same thing then that means on komani yemfa ne say because sabi on sabi ejimie because who ni and wakoye say as a member of parliament now wa wo semra to fight against illegal mining to the extent say Ghana ha nyina the two major political parties both the MPP and NDC including think tanks and then international organizations talking about how this galamsey is affecting us now Oceania weekends now that was a day to be frank I was shocked to the highest level say a whole member of parliament to extend say 9 months soldier for ankasa were even fighting for their lives trying to how they can even protect how they can even leave that constituency that day at the police station because obia enim say enka bibi kura sikwa their police station there hot there enka udru honuma enka all nerves must come down but that was the point that this member of parliament I see one kasa eko honum eko kachire eye security agents for and police force say omo release sa enkofo na omo side aso omunu and I ask myself say what audacity and some member of parliamentarian what me eko ka say to the sense so check who share a discussion your friends and this journalist or
yani din komo Rasto Asaredonko he has small kai to the extent say the member of parliament nakasa was fighting say ye handcuff ne dey every sanko for say amachi omo and I ask myself what gingered that person what encouraged that member of parliament to do so does it mean that because of now by our power and I say identity but you see that the essence na me ka say do you know the reason why this one serves as a text for the NDC government. Was a way a litmus paper on.
Two.
A litmus test.
Exactly.
As to whether or not there's a willingness to fight galamsey.
The NDC government, Abraham opposition. Any a bar or Musa Ghana force to abandon no bar. Within 21 days, they will fight galamsey. So within 120 days. We fighting galamsey because it was part of their first. I mean,
the one top line.
Anything.
The 120
days. Paragraph 19. Upa Koko release this year. They said they will fight illegal money.
Yes.
Mama paragraph.
Go
and read paragraph 30
yes,
and 19.
But it wasn't
paragraph 120 this in which paragraph?
Go and read it. Go and read.
Oh, la.
Look, Manager Janchuache.
That's it.
It is part of their manifesto
that's it.
that they will fight galamsey.
Oh,
but it is not part of 120 days because 120 days.
I have it here. That's it. No. That's it.
My name the Okita because I have the 120 days.
Paragraph 19 or one said one you can do fight illegal mining. So what I say? So it is a clear text about text I say the NDC government has that audacity or that have that confidence to fight it. Sir, omo betra no ma dream someone as opposition now. Hey, master, now you are in government and we are hoping and really say you guys have to fight it. Two, that thing, we are also evidence because His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So okay, that thing. About opposition. Abra na issue no pump it up. Ena Ghana for see we have to come together, including the MPPC. Let's come together and fight this canker. His Excellency the President himself. Ankasa by ebe ka say adena asinu enye your friend say your friend is coming together to fight anything, but it is for MPP to fight it or Akufo-Addo issue, so he should fight it. This was the president, the then in opposition, who said that. Okay, so on the above, no problem. Now we are going to look at how this matter will end. That's it. And nano and ra. And kaminim se sana se galamse obi hu odi galamse issue for obia yetimi ma nipa ko no be 150,000 Ghana cedi pe oh my mo I didn't know amanfo a ye allegedly ye say omo involve omo self income say issue no ye koti ye face bail ma omo a millions na kotu
there we want to go.
yeah kotu millions.
This is
so what I say
when you see when they are
but
giving
where they 150,000
yes but the condition the condition is that one of the things you get is that nipa na woman bail no one is a member of parliament. True. Yes, that person no uhwehwe because the speaker has given the authority into a uhwehwe na munko speaker. So with that kind of a person, you know, say anytime be a open be a obetumi anyan. It's not a high
that so be a member of parliament. Is that person above the law? Even the president himself cries above the law.
No, I am talking about. So that's why bill is discretional.
Oh, yes. So perfect. And that make us tell me him say you the galam say issue for Obia. You three money pan be just 150,000 Ghana cedis for bill. But a people there any day master we quote millions to fight this part to that person. So what I say? So this is what we call hypocrisy. But that thing the way ya start here fighting galam say ya because two text no the way end this abaya say all fight no what dey yankopon me no be able to see but that me I'm not being a prophet of doom but me go say enkozu be bia I'm not being pessimistic but the way in the manner just started no enkozu be bia the American say the whole issue of galamsey no it is quite time we need to put aside the MPP and NDC because it is very clear. Say you are failing this country. So what check here? The time of NDC, President Mahama, the first time. That was the time Galamsey issue started Ghana hapa. And not check here. Aisha one issue by it was one of the biggest issue. I mean, that was the time who said because Ghana defend Galamsey. NDC are buying anti man solve. And now. Ghana for a two Abama MPP ne buy API NDC in China MPP buy. You buy the same issue. Koso. And then almost buy it is getting worse. Echra will say it is high time we put aside this MPP and NDC and try to do comparison. Meaning say we all buy because I try to compare and now when this MPP will say and I say let's try to face the reality and see how we can solve it.
Now, a question with regards to the MP.
Yeah.
Any what is alleged to be they have done.
Yeah.
Because then on to mean car emphasis to people because a report about Bontin on so on release aba. We share the police 4 year no, we share ministry 4 year no, and the omodia bania de ading yana. The steps are on what taking so far, the steps are parliament are taking, the steps are police for taking. Would they have done anything better than what they have done now?
That's it. The story of the band is a cock and bull story. Serious. Star story MP narrating. Say one no oko baby and now all back.
No okwe
and now
all friend Collins
that say bibi ko so ko express.
Obet minimal kwe no show me. No, so when we say Bibi also consults you corona minute, but Collins Dada has spoken. Collins Dada Kasa.
Aye.
Was it or no? The catch them say one call because na Collins Dada so the council assembly man no. I'm an alcohol so your phones or money in Kasa. And our man MP so would the MP the mood. Into ko. Na femini omun Kasa into ko do hono. Na Collins Dada so oni so jeni no. E Kasa. Into oni ne Kasa wie ye no. The course so. Back in the day, or no, as calling that.
Yes.
He has said, the MP has said, all cohort. One, your friend saying, the party, the driver, and the first vice chairman, and a call. Military funds all ban, not tax dinetia, or mobile. As to how the people were able to amass and come to the police station near there, then. You can only infer, say, the refusal of the police to take the handcuff could have prompted the people to call for more enforcement.
That's it. If Sagana, Sabi, a serious country, And this time, and member of parliament, it says I've been called them. As a member of parliament, that you really know the law. That's a one what sorry acquire side way. Me see if Ghana is supposed to be the serious country, as I call them. But because why member of parliament, you know, should me say, Janisa, that year, minim sebia unya videos ni be share.
I've seen all.
To the extent, say, as a member of parliament, who call Honma who said this is what went on. Sabi, say ye chiobia. The best place that did it Panoko and said in Panoko police station. Ne akoye investigation hwehwem. Say court na de be court na court na ko bia asam no. But Osha Abra no call honom no. What did he do? Utie all the reports from Asaridon Kokrampa. Utmu say Abra no call honom the police. In fact, and 9 months. In fact, this is the first time. Let me say, we have to encourage them to do what they are doing because as a member of parliament, or do honom no. Or resist here, I'm resist here, and that's the best thing they did. But to the extent, say, looking at that, what happened, you know, and then you went ahead and called people to come in. You called the youth to come and demonstrate, and a break soldier for part, and then they call reinforcement for them to even move from that police custody to the vehicle. And then this person is still a member of parliament, and let me say, you know, for him to even prevent the image of himself and then the integrity of the NDC political party, you know, he has to resign as a member of parliament.
On step aside.
On step aside, because why and your mom to extend say as to from me share video, and don't forget when these things happen, we try to avert our minds back. Where this this soldier you Captain Mahama same way. That was the time I remember we asked him. But and what they see as Sananka Ebia, Zombo chief in Kwabia, Nanoka, Kwanko Noma, maybe in Canabisi Kanye. Shanama soldier 4 pa yaka soldier. And let's try to know this. This they're happy, you know. It's just like a war between the executive arm of government and then parliament. So what I say, because the member of parliament was exhibiting a certain kind of superiority and authority over the executive by that time. And not forget, this 9 months, the way His Excellency John Dramani Mahama also opposite fighting Galamsey. He formed this task force, and then you, as member of parliament, who was arrested because of maybe I don't know if he has a shares for that particular confession or events.
In fact, you
don't know.
I didn't know more. No, they were not mining. But I taught the friend tailings. One said the research actually said almost 70% of the gold go back to the soil. And to soil no more about good baby for no more washing. But unfortunately for you, you before you do that, you need a huge number of cyanide.
Perfect.
And to baby no more, they were not doing it in the bush, no more. So the now was that is not where they were going.
Exactly.
No more baby for. But on more now so what you say? Yeah. And more because the cyanide now would be
the effects no land and no too much. And you see what 9 months did, they did the right thing. And no one can dispute that fact. So what you say? But the man said, remember they say, the honorable member no, minimum the entire what ginger and I make say be an admin say be my buying of power. So I can do whatever I want to do.
That is the only thing anybody can infect.
Yes. And I make can say the way this particular issue will end, and then my particular program. And they war, but say at the end of the day, some man way, honorable member of parliament way, say on my running in a knee. No, then Ghanaians are watching, and I've seen so far there's going to be a demonstration concerning this particular member of parliament, and all of us are going to join this particular demonstration.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
Honorable member, no, should he do the honorable thing?
That's it. First and foremost, my main Ghana for the TF for the Nasi. Now, for the first time, MPP ni I try to appreciate the facts and speak the truth for once. I don't know if he was under influence or he was intoxicated to speak the truth. Now I'm pinpointing the facts, you know. First and foremost, congratulate Etanke for establishing NIMOS. Also, we a very good job. NIMOS is doing a very good job, and I appreciate that. Thank you for seeing through that your blinded lens of not seeing any good thing. But today, say when one good thing, His Excellency the President, aye. The other one is say, Osaso agree say the president has the will and the commitment in fighting Galamsey. Oh, one can say president no. The establishment of NIMOS no, or very good or real no to fight Galamsey. What agree? The first MPP person, agree say President Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, with the will, and he's exhibiting the goodwill to fight Galamsey. And thank you for agreeing to that. Now, from the stance of Honorable Agban Babi and the president, say, yang NDC for, yang kata, and I am for kata sise and a proyeso. And when it comes to the fight against Galamsey, yang kata so, it is no respecter of persons or political colors. Eban is saying American sir. Now, you see, no one is above the law. Under normal circumstance, Senanka Security Service be ekwa kodi juma bi and I say omo kwako ekwa carry out an operation. Now Cambre etemu, especially under the 8 years of the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government administration, there will always be a call, power from above. Anna, there will always be an order from above. Now, I'm going to let you know, say, under the NDC, we believe and uphold the rule of law. In the sense, say, His Excellency the President has all the security services. Kina, say, mo ye mojuma, mo nya no fenchim and fahu because President Tama Oba Abemuni immediately eka achire obia say, oh ye will be bia memunda ho because onji obiati. He has consistently and continuously issued caution to parliamentarians, people in places of power or position, and he has also issued caution to NDC faithfuls, making sure, say, Mobia does not contaminate the government. Wawoni omo to stay away from illegal mining. Wakasi omo say no one in government should have anything to do with mining. So therefore, one will say he is a man of his words. He stand by his words. And yeah, I will put my presidency on the line to fight Galamsey. But now you were presidency forester. Now, no, omoye Galamsey. You won't go in the Flagstaff House, Lord Comey and co, who were part of the interministerial mining committee to fight their Galamsey. Now, almost fighting. Meanwhile, Galamsey a cash cow, having godfathers or very to me assemble no be a press conference ya kunta mine there enye Galamsey meanwhile O2 forest or D forest nimu. Now NDC has exhibited the traits say we uphold rule of law. She says say na make am NIMOS akwoye some go stop it. Yes, there was an alleged political interference. Was it successful? No, because they are no respecter of person, and that is what the law does.
Why was it not successful? It was successful at the latter because
no.
And he was able to.
No, did they arrest the people?
Yes, one.
Yeah,
they were handcuffed.
No, yes.
Or GK ni free, so they didn't say be handcuffed, no.
No, and I make a child say, yes. Oh yeah, but still the banter, no one has covered it. You're arresting Gofuna. You're arresting Gofuna. Or see. Or the phone him so the nini man kasai o kasai no yes amasa no power from above anye juma because so the nini to me embra no dia hye nsa president ejire mu akase me pese ye koso queen working in the president's vision and working under the authority of the assignment president no e dey assign you no almost say they will not koto and listen to anything like power from the above or say power from above ye tie oje ye there but and I mean what you say back in the days omo galamsey asembeba Frimpong Boateng report beba na president ebeba abebe vindicate ya whitewash it. That is not it.
Are you part of the school of thought who says that the member of parliament for that area, not even the area that the issue happened, where the issue happened, is down the constituency, but he is the attorney constituency, his action, and by this time, even though say police did not call prosecution, and one train who as a member of parliament.
See, there are school of thoughts, and people have perceptions. Yay, as a government, and we believe in the rule of law, and Brandon in be whether or step aside or one step aside, say or move investigations, and now the Gina at Dibia, Nas Embra Butiana, he would ordinity beji squarely. What I say, our platform we also make some time ago say, why who bet can't our galamsey fight you be used as a litmus test. I have said on this platform more than 2 countless times, occasions. Say, His Excellency the President is so committed in making sure say abayin be working. It's no way abayin ni. Na say if you corrupt eyibia, wo di utibeji. And sometimes we need a scapegoat to deter others. Me say me chiro. Collins Zauda is a senior member of parliament. He's a senior statesman. What he said? But and some neighbor will be kata so.
I am asking you your own personal opinion.
Me address it, with regards to opinion, stepping aside or not stepping aside, no, it is one's prerogative decision. Or no, except say ye wo embra bi wo ho no mo a e kire say asemba na say du ko gina asemdi bia biwa anabia I was say step aside. If that is it, and I say as embra bi wo ho no mo sadia, then na ka e be no. And I say based on that knowledge of the law, no, make take a stand say on step aside.
No, so you copy from advanced jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Oko America, Oko UK recently, Lady Bia or Juma state prosecution as a day, I was so filing a tax. Tax no and yes, Bia with this but there have been an omission. Based on that omission, you know, was resigning from the position.
Okay, good.
I'm asking the question that from your own POV, your own point of view, looking at what has transpired, he the member of parliament at the middle of what has transpired. You don't need a law to tell you, say, as a member of parliament.
Okay.
And because of the integrity that I wanted to build, I am stepping aside.
Okay.
Let investigation and other things continue.
Good. Let me give you a typical example of good for who refer to the international community. Are you aware that during the first term of U.S. President, I mean Donald Trump, it was alleged or perceived, say there were some more practices in the electoral processes when he became president in his first term. Investigations were being carried out. Are you aware? Did he step aside? Did he step down as president? No. Now, let's come to Ghana, our own jurisdiction. When finance minister, I mean former finance minister, Mr. White, will come to parliament and quote scriptures and did scrupulous deals like PDS contracts, like a Japa deal, and then issues came, did he step aside for investigation to be done?
No. By that time you were in opposition and calling him to resign.
Yes, we were in opposition and we were calling him to, we were not even calling, his own parliamentarians were calling him to resign. MPP members of parliament were calling him to resign.
But you, the NDC, also called that.
Yes, and that is the work of an opposition to make sure that we put them on check.
And I'm asking that based on that principle. Based on that principle, will you say that
I'm drawing a case here. Let me. I'm drawing a case here. I am putting something in here. Now, we were here and I mean their own Bawumia, who was the head of an economic management team, ran this country into gutters. He still maintained his post and his stance, right? See, once there is no law, that is saying, say, when you find yourself in this condition, and Brabia and I say, oh, find yourself in this condition, because once air information, air for me a decision, and I say you're thinking, you're thought. Yes, over me of the view say, as we are by Jiranche in Ayanka, and it depends on the person's personal conviction, and I will not want to think for the person. What I say, but all I can say is, so nim say, asemi a be position in a place to mean to an eduma so and I say onya a good state of mind and find you also ya on step aside. What I say? Obi one more best step aside. We are now abeding. Wa bet to an eduma so. Obi one for conviction say no song it's just step aside. But whatever the case be, maybe the say Embrano any ni nya embrano ni bedi and I make I tell hwe so ni mabuka pele. No, you're closer to president than Obia. Right? No, you're closer to president than Obia. So I'm running in here. That should prove to you, say, NDC as a party and as a government does not shield and cover acts that goes against the rule of law. In the constitution. Yenye ya anumo. Enye ye na yefe read this. So when you read this one, Atasa Republic. Enye yen kataso enti no e no any decision so obegina once nkofo e call it up and sometimes people's calling you to step aside they push you ma step aside in the west to say the way akufo ado etina Ghana say ebu amambro no turka say tizet nkwan no na Ghana for e demonstrate e call the way economy no koye Bola state no na nka ya brochi na nka broni no na dwimu be kire ne say one member in the enkoye nanka wafa Kimpaluta enyum enkoye mama we die enkoye papa
but now you've answered my question.
Na maka say question is say
I'm asking
me point of view. You said my
yes.
point of view.
Yes.
Say on stepping aside and I'm out two scenarios. Say from me my perspective I will only say on stepping aside say if the trial and I say the situation would put him in a place where he cannot deliver or do what he has to do. Now, constitutionally, or stepping aside, what is the constitutional provision that will give his constituency a representation?
When he has resigned, by elections will be conducted.
Good. So when he resigns and at the end of the day he's vindicated, what happens? I'm telling you, Tamika say from a legal perspective. Because there is no embrabian dahwa. Ebeka say immediately you have an issue like this, you have to resign. See, because this is as much as he's committed or there is an alleged commitment, which court na assembly. I think say if he's excusing himself from parliament, fair enough. But as it stands now, Agbambabi, who is the head of the parliament, he say anytime they need him, he's going to release him and he's not going to shield anybody.
That's it.
It's since Embrabia and Dahon say, let's take it from the two sides of the coin. So or resigns is here, now say Oba, now we did Bima. What happens? We did what happens? It's Yemana Embrano and Fanny course. What you say?
I make us some way. There is no way obit my answer question now be
there's
no way. There is no way. But Extra said, you see, when we are the youth, and we always say the youth are the future generation, and if we cannot speak truth because of podcast party belonging to,
speak the truth.
To be frank,
what I said, what is lie about it?
Oka said there is no any law.
Okay,
go and read Article 97 of our Constitution,
which says,
and look at how
wait.
Now misconducting one. What I say? Misconducting one. Say it in Pamo Efra Kunyaso. Now what he did,
I was saying to me, Pamo, a process no.
What I say? Now we all yeah.
Why?
Is it not more than misconnection?
You say if the person should resign, you are bringing morality in. On one conscience. On one conscience. Listen.
I'm more flawed. I make us say.
Okay, but anyway, time say na oja. Okay.
What was that? Natural address be so. Nippon almost any orders company. Go and find out. As a member of parliament, there is a certain manner of way you have to conduct yourself. To the extent, say, as a whole member of parliament, now idea security for Obi. Now what fighting?
What's the article saying?
What I say? What fighting? What fighting? I could yi for a year from Musa. Then what are you trying to do?
But
misconduction is more than worse.
But if it runs within the standing orders of parliament. The minority to do us some good.
Yes, and yeah.
By invoking that standing order
and
make sure that
because
the possible appropriate steps have been taken.
Exactly. So that's what I think is. But you see,
I think you're not
and summer, you're funny saying, me a Roger, he can't. I mean, Castle, say when it come to air time, say security agents are no more fighting for Galamsey on the field, no. They'll call before they go there. To be frank, I thought of Casembia, I don't want to say. There is no way, not as unaware, say, because society beer. They just go there without even informing anybody. But who and then who compare your time? Share a year we buy mobile first. The first time they can move from task force to fight against illegal mining. A young one Kasam, Joseph Yami, Shadia Okain. We're not doing publicly. I can't say or that the president say on destroy that security very say agencies. No, this task force no one no as one kind of almost question off. We better I can say MP abana intim ya de bisa. Mr. Eba in Zembi say now you guys we should let's fight the issue how it is. This blame
because of him time. Time na so it is 10 o'clock on the dot. My mema will 3 minutes.
Yes.
Now if I tackle the forensic audit into the 13th All African Games. I don't know, so what follow. I think say after that All African Games, sports journalists in this country had big time issues. To complain about. Sika they printed tax. They say millions of dollars. They say they feed the man Kodano. At a point in time, you see Nipabia Ukakuletia was feeding about $500 a day near the other. Now the president is calling for a forensic audit into it.
That's it. But you see, me Makana several times. Abraham Public Account Committee issue her. Say a bimbi a what you put. What does it? Say a B and I say oh any particular issue say. Obi edi your mind sika. Your responsibility to do that, to get it for us. That is why we entrust you all the resources, including human resources. So that be able to me IG sika am I? No problem. But you see that thing. Eya koye say. Eya NDC aban. Abraham ba your friend say akonya so. What they are thinking is that everything that NPP did by then, there was an iota of corruption. And at times, if you have any particular issue, you have every right because accountability is part of governance. So what they are saying. This so Obi who wants to be public of this car, invite a person to come and do any particular account for the state. But sir, over social media, so, you see, the ND should not think that they are still in a position because that was one of the factors that Emma Amadu win power because they were able to hit the issue of corruption. And tag us say yen before you corrupt. But since I'm by any one evidence, one evidence come enter any MPP government. But still, they are still opening. Now you can see your court. It clearly shows the government wasn't prepared. Say now you're going to use the fourth accused person to come and testify. Look at this.
Is it not a tactic?
It tells you that.
Is it not a
tactical move? It tells you that the government is not prepared to rule this country. Because a child said, no evidence. No, that issue. You didn't have any evidence and you make that claim. To the extent that you are not going to rely on the general manager of that particular company that you have accused to come and testify for you. So what you're saying? And to me, I don't have any particular issue. If they want to go and do any forensic audit or whatever audit, the audit is there. They can invite anybody. And you see, at times when you give a money to someone to manage something, at the end of the day, all that you can seek is for what? Account.
Okay.
And this offer not by account here, no problem. But they shouldn't make the claim. And I don't know why, if they don't read and or if they read, they don't understand is that you cannot make a conclusion that someone is corrupt, whereby you don't have any particular evidence. Attorney General, every statement or a press statement or a especially without even using the word allegedly. And I say, who can say, at the end of the day,